Zembiro ya dabula, Gambiano ya ba, Useni ya genye jula dabu. Koki majulan, yaki majula dabu. Sakandara ni wada anga boroboro minna ni gado minna kono dunia bile. Wala mara dobo ke moda manku yala mume. Adla mara nyimbi dio da dia dalan na judo dabo. Nanji ko zembiro ya dabo wala. Gambiano ya ba, Useni ya genye juna dabo. Baraka.
Congress 2024, greetings to the party leader, the Secretary General of the United Democratic Party, Honourable Lawyer Alhaji Jaiteh. Greetings to Deputy Party Leader and the entire executive. All protocols duly and respectfully observed. I have the honor today to present to you the report of the JanjangBureh Congress that was held from the 9th to the 11th December 2022. On behalf of my boss, Senior Administrative Secretary, Honourable Alhaji S. Dabo. In compliance with the Local Government Amendment Act 2015, as we are here today, we met in 2022 at JanjangBureh for our Congress. It is required that every registered political party in the Gambia must hold a Congress every 2 years. The Constitution of the UDP requires a biennial Congress. In 2022, the biennial National Congress was hosted by the Central River Region in JanjangBureh. 20 delegates from each constituency and diaspora chapter, plus the Central Committee members attended the Congress. The occasion was graced with the presence of other political party representatives at the opening ceremony. The Independent Electoral Commission, IEC, observed the entire Congress process over 3 days. On day 1, which was the 9th of December 2024, it was the Congress opening ceremony, which was moderated by Mr. Almami Fanding-Tal. The moderator opened the meeting by recognizing the presence of each and everyone, including party leader, national executive, Congress delegates, and invited guests, such as Honourable MC Cham Jr., Dr. Siddharth Job, amongst others. The usual Muslim and Christian prayers were offered for a successful Congress. The welcome remarks was delivered by the National President, Ajaratu Yamunda J. Yabo. Mrs. Yabo welcomed all to the Congress, and she also highlighted the legal requirements of Congress and observed that there are occasions to inform party members about the financial position of the party and to elect new executive members. The Honourable Party Leader and Secretary General, His Excellency A.N.M. Hussein Dabo, also delivered a statement at the Congress, where he acknowledged the presence of the Deputy Party Leader, National President, National Executive Committee members. He noted the presence of distinguished delegates and the invited guests, and also extended greetings to Chairman Musa Sonko, the National Executive members, and all party members. He especially acknowledged the presence of several guests, in particular Mr. Kadumbula from Zambia, East Africa, H.E. Dr. M.L. Siddharth Job, Dabo Jaiteh, Doroba, Tata Kamara, sister political parties, GDC and MPP representatives, Omar Jato Jammeh Nam of JanjangBureh. The party leader thanked Congress for a job, the Congress Committee for a job well done, and all sponsors for their support. He highlighted the purpose of the gathering, and which is a requirement of the party and the Constitution and the Local Government Act. The party leader reminded delegates of the importance of the Congress and their rules and the responsibilities. The party leader told the Congress that it will elect its new executive members to steer the affairs of the party in the next coming period. Towards this end, he advised delegates to elect leaders who will look at the interests of the party instead of their own. The leaders should be honest, dedicated, and hardworking party members. The party acknowledged and appreciated the good work of the mayors, councillors, and chairmen. He also gave appreciation to the work of the UDP National Assembly caucus for their commendable job in the National Assembly. The party leader indicated that he has commissioned a team of experts to commence developing a series of working papers from the 5-point agenda. This will form the focus of the UDP's development agenda going forward. He then declared the Congress officially open. Part 2 on the first day was the presentation of the audited reports by Bakari Sanyang of Foresight Audit Firm. The auditor presented the audited accounts for the consideration and adoption of the Congress. According to him, in their opinion, the financial statement presented a true and fair reflection of the party's financial position and was prepared according to the general acceptable accounting principles and the requirements of the party constitution. The report was discussed and adopted by the delegates. Order reports. On the presentation of the order reports, it was moderated by myself, Honourable Ya-Kumba Jaiteh. Then I was the Secretary General of the Female Youth Wing. The Congress 2020 report was presented by my senior Honourable Alaji S. Dabo. The report was adopted without amendments. Activity Report 2021 to 2022. The 2021 to 2022 Activity Report was presented by the party leader and Secretary General. He gave a highlight of the activities that were conducted during the period. In accordance with the party constitution, 11 members of the party were nominated to serve in the national executive. These were Mamadou L.K. Sane, Kemeseng Jammeh, Aja Binta Jabi, Amijaju, Modu Bahum, Daniel Mendy, Jatu Jaju, Yama Sane, Keba K. Baro, Lamin Mas, and Nene Aissatou Diallo Dukure. On January 21st, the first executive meeting was held, and during this meeting, the following subcommittees were inaugurated: Finance and Economic Affairs, Legal and Human Rights, Foreign Affairs, Former Ambassadors, Health, Security and Protocol Committee, Social and Fundraising Committee, Media and Communication Committee. On the 7th of April 2021, the Central Committee met to review the applicants as the party candidate for the presidential election. The Central Committee unanimously shortlisted A.N.M. Ousseynou Dabo from among the 4 applicants for selection by the Selection Committee. The Selection Committee also unanimously endorsed the candidature of A.N.M. Ousseynou Dabo. A grand fundraising show with Jalibert Kouyaté and the Kumare Band and other musicians was conducted at the Independence Stadium, Bakau, to support the upcoming presidential elections, as well as unveiling our campaign strategy, Road to State House. During this period, the Campaign and Organizing Committee conducted a series of meetings, rallies, and outreach visits across the country to mobilize support for the party. The Elders Committee also visited elders in the Congo to strengthen the support base of the party. In February 2021, the deputy party leader and the women's wing went on a nationwide tour to rally support for the upcoming elections. In May 2021, a mega rally was held in Sukuta, where the party flag bearer was unveiled to the nation. In May 2021, the registration monitoring team conducted a nationwide monitoring exercise to ensure that only citizens are allowed to register for the upcoming election. In August 2021, the Campaign and National Organizing Committees conducted a nationwide tour which was cut short due to the passing of Honourable Fakeba Koli. May so continue. In August 2021, the 5-point agenda was launched at the Sir Dawda Kairaba Conference Center. The launch was attended by party militants and a cross-section of the society. The 5-point agenda was translated into all major native languages spoken in the Gambia. Following the launching of the 5-point agenda from October 4th to October 31st, 2021, the party leader and delegation went on a nationwide tour to introduce the agenda. 1st of November 2021, ANM Hussein Udaber was nominated and a mega rally was held at the Independence Stadium, which was followed by campaign and elections. The UDP rejected the results announced by IEC and contested in court only for the Supreme Court to reject our petition based on technical grounds. The party filed candidates in 43 constituencies and backed one independent candidate in the 9th April 2022 National Assembly elections and won 16, including the independent. The Campaign and Organizing Committee continued to conduct activities to mobilize support for the party. From September to November 2022, wards, constituencies, and regions held their congresses and elected new executives before the National Congress in December 2022. Financial report, which was presented by Honourable Amadou Sane, National Treasurer, for the full year ending 31st December 2021. Financial report. The audited financial statements for the period January 2021 to December 2021 were presented by the National Treasurer, Honourable Amadou Sane. He gave the following highlights. The total assets from December 31st, 2021 it stands at total assets. I read, you excuse me, I don't understand much about numbers. 6,716,432, 4,426,052 dollars. The income and expenditure statement. Total income stands at 47,926,333 dollars. And total expenses stands at 48,032,000 dollars. December 31st, 2020, we stands at 11,281,232. Now we come to Saturday, December 10th, Saturday, December 10th, 2022. Part 3 of the Congress. Ya-Kumba Jaiteh was the moderator, myself, amendments and resolutions. Honourable Alaji S. Dabo proposed 2 amendments. One was to increase diaspora membership in the executive from 1 to 4 members to align with the 4 regions in the diaspora, and this resolution was approved. The second was to amend the holding of elective congresses from 2 years to 4 years, and a biennial congress will be held from national to village levels for report presentations, and elective congress from national to village levels will be held every 4 years for board report, presentations, and elections. The said proposals were debated and approved by the delegates. That's the reason we're here today. Honourable Amadou Sane proposed the following resolutions. These proposals were extensively discussed and the following decisions were made. The proposed amendment to introduce position of the second deputy party leader and secretary general responsible for finance and administration. This proposal was rejected. The proposed amendment to include the 8 regional chairmen into the national executive. This proposal was approved. The proposed amendment to introduce second deputy treasurer from the diaspora. This proposal was rejected. The proposed amendment to introduce the position of deputy chairman fundraising from the diaspora chapter. This proposal was also rejected. Resolutions from diaspora chairman. The chairman of the diaspora, Mr. Mboy Sedikan, presented resolution which entails the following. To introduce a disciplinary committee to address internal conflict within the party ranks. To introduce a code of conduct within the party. For the media team to quickly respond to all negative comments about the party. These resolutions were all accepted and adopted. Resolutions were also presented by myself, Honourable Ya-Kumba Jaiteh, and they are as follows. To introduce monthly membership dues of a minimum of $5 for each member. National executive members are also to pay a minimum of $500 monthly. Membership dues to be mandatory for all members of the party. These resolutions were all accepted and approved. Following the conclusion of the resolutions, the executive was dissolved and elections to be held for the incoming executive. Part 4, nomination and elections. This part was moderated by Mr. Dembo Kante, chairperson ad hoc election committee. The ad hoc committee was responsible for conducting nominations and elections and comprises of the following. Mr. Dembo Kante as the chairman, Mr. Lamin Yusuf Jammeh, deputy chair, Mr. Modu Lamin Kambi, Mr. Yafa. The AEC chairperson read out the election rules for the delegates. Nominations were taken for all 37 positions. Candidates were nominated by party delegates and seconded for each position. 31 positions as detailed in Appendix 1 went unopposed. 6 positions had more than one candidate nominated. Internal consultations were held and consensus reached as follows. In 5 positions, one candidate withdrew for the other. In the case of position of National Youth President, Mr. Kemo Bojang withdrew for Mr. Haji Swane. This was made on the agreement that when Haji reaches the age of 35, he would no longer qualify as a youth, and at that time, Kemo Bojang would come in as national president. Haji was aged 33 at the time of the Congress. The final list of executive members is attached in Appendix 3. Look at that. In line with the amendments passed, the term of office of the new executive shall be 4 years. On day 3 of which was on 11 December 2022, a speech was delivered by the by the ANM Usainu Dabo. The party leader started by expressing his appreciation to the Congress delegates for the trust and confidence they had in him to continue as party leader. He thanked the ad hoc election committee under the chairmanship of Mr. Kante. All the delegates, the newly elected executive members, in particular the new members of the executive, Mr. Lamin Mane, Mumudu Sabali, Lamin J.K. Sane, Mariama Suso, Khadija Tunjai, Habib Sise, Abubakar Kante, Abubakar Drame, and as well as the entire executive for their effort and service to the country and the party. He also thanked the outgoing executive members who did not return to the executive for their service. He noted Kemo Bojang and Karafasoko for their magnanimity in conceding their positions to new members and committing to continue to support their success. He congratulated the new youth wing president, Mr. Haji Sware, for taking up this new challenge in the footsteps of Honourable Suleiman Sane. He urged him and all members of the youth to always consult Honourable Saho as well as Kemo Bojang for guidance. He informed the delegates that if any vacancy occurs in the executive within the next 4 years, the Central Committee is mandated to fill in to complete the term. He thanked the diaspora and congratulated them for coming up with a good resolution which is timely and well overdue. He concluded by informing the captain of the demise of great supporters in the passings of Ajab Binta Drame Solibar. He asked for prayers for all members of the departed and all this was part 6, the closing ceremony. This part of the conference was moderated by Mr. Almami Kandikar. He started the day with a prayer, thanked all the media fraternity and the security personnel for participation and contribution to a successful congress. A remark was delivered by the National President, the National President congratulated party leader and the newly elected National Executive. He urged the new executive to continue the struggle for a better Ghana. He urged all delegates to prepare for the upcoming chairman and council election. The remark was also delivered by the Deputy Party Leader, Ajah Mariam P. Sega. The Deputy Party Leader extended her warm welcome and greetings to the newly elected national. Thanked all the delegates. Reminded the delegates of the absolute neglect of the government for the welfare of the Gambian people, especially in the health and agriculture sector. She urged all militants to continue championing the unity within the party. He thanked the government in all forms of life for their continued support to the United Democratic Party. Closing statement, my party leader, His Excellency A&M Hussein Khan. Party leader opened by thanking all newly elected executives. We acknowledge the President of the invited guests, especially the families of Alaji Jimke Kanye, Manding Mansa, Alaji Amora, Dr. Mundulamin Sidat, and his brothers Salim Dabo and Professor Dr. Muhammad. The party leader noted the journey the party had taken and the historic moment it stood. The 2022 Congress discussed and deliberated on the critical issues of the party. He thanked all delegates for the new mandate given to him and the executive to handle the affairs of the party for the next 4 years. He thanked the delegates in their trust in him and all newly elected executive members. According to the party leader, the United Democratic Party is the party that continues to care and work for a better Gambia. And and the vanguard of the fight against dictatorship. UDP members went through a lot, including torture, harassment, arrest, wrongful detention, suffering during the days of the dictatorship. UDP is committed to the enforcement of the TRRC recommendations and will work with the National Human Rights Commission and ensure such atrocities will not happen again. He gave a special tribute to Alhaji Momodu L.K. Sane, who is undergoing treatment in the US at the time and an elder in the last executive. He also paid tribute to Alhaji Kemi Seng Jammeh. Both gentlemen were very instrumental during the struggle and the formative years of the party. He thanked the Keba Kafo, the Ushers Protocol executive members, the diaspora, his family, and paid tribute to the founding members who were very instrumental in selecting him as their party leader and their foresight for the United Democratic Party. According to him, in the year 2022 will be the crucial year for the party. He urged everyone to prepare and ensure the party obtains every success at the forthcoming local government elections. He noted the very poor level of local governance experienced by the people of the West Coast region, the heartbeat of the United Democratic Party. He promised that the UDP will put up very competent candidates to serve the good people of the West Coast region as chairman and councillors. The party will seek to win all the local government elections. I think we pause here and say we've delivered on this promise with the Honourable Chairman, Ya-Kumba Dabo, Julaman Natulungola. We showed up. He noted that the borough government continued to neglect the youth. The party leader appealed to all Gambians to use the internet wisely and not for insulting each other. That brought us to the end of the report for the JanjangBureh Congress held on the 9th to 11th December 2022. It was my greatest pleasure to present to you this report. Thank you very much.